What bills cleared my account last night? How much money do I have to work with right now? Have you ever asked yourself one or any of these questions? These three questions went through my mind every single morning before my feet would even hit the floor. Money was always tight. I remember when I met my recruiter, Kathy Yellitz, 4 years ago at a cooking show. I thought to myself, that magic pot is amazing. She has got to come share it with my friends. So I scheduled a cooking show to get my magic pot at a great price. The day of my show, Kathy performed her magic. Once my friends had all gone home, she asked me if I had ever thought of selling Pampered Chef since I loved it so much. I immediately let her know that my husband did not support the idea of me being in direct sales. She graciously helped me close my show and did not ask me again until the next year, when I scheduled another cooking show to renew my PhD. And what is that? Host discount. That's right. She invited me again to give the opportunity a try, and I declined again. At my third cooking show, in February of 2012, she invited me once again. At that point in my life, my third child had just turned 1. Kathy and I were talking about my life with 3 busy boys, and I told her that some mornings I would have to choose between taking my then 4-year-old son to preschool or running errands, depending on how much gas I had in my tank, and the next time I'd be able to fill it up again. She said to me, "Why don't you just give this a try for 30 days? You would be great. If nothing else, you'll have money to put gas in your tank." I declined yet again, and I reminded her that my husband was less than supportive. But in the back of my mind, I knew that she was right. We did need gas money. Well, I mentioned it to my husband that night. I talked about how much fun we had and how I would love to get out of the house every once in a while without children. He just didn't see how it would be a long-term thing, and what would happen when all of my friends had done shows for me and I had no bookings left. You see, I had been a part of another direct selling company in the past, and every check would go toward purchasing display items and samples, so I made very little money. Also, being a mom, I've had a history of jumping from part-time job to part-time job until I was able to stay at home full-time with our children. Since being a stay-at-home mom was my career of choice, I didn't see a problem with job jumping. My husband, being the provider and career-minded, he saw it as non-commitment and just didn't want me to experience failure through yet another short-term part-time job. Those questions of doubt stayed in my mind, but the thought that Kathy thought that I would be great rang so much louder. Why wouldn't I try it for 30 days? What do I have to lose? So I sat down with my husband, and I told him that I could not stop thinking about it, and I really wanted to give it a shot. He rolled his eyes, and he said, "Go on and try it. I just don't think it'll be a success." Well, that was all the drive I needed.
Amen.
I was going to prove him wrong. So I signed. I've consistently submitted my goal of 6 to 8 shows per month. In my first year and a half as a consultant, I've taken my husband to Nashville. I've promoted to director. taken my husband to Las Vegas. And I've just recently promoted to advanced director. All because of the wonderful people that I've helped with their dreams or gas tanks. I've met friends that I could never ever imagine living without. I've gained tons of confidence, and I've kept my sanity with my 3 crazy boys. I'd say it's been a success. And my husband, well, he's coming around. He now wants to know what trip are we going on next. We've also learned to compromise. Since he is a firefighter, he has gone from us anywhere from 24 to 36 hours at a time. When he is home, he not only wants to spend time with our children, but he also wants me at home so that we can spend time together as a couple. We've agreed to schedule my shows on nights when he is at work. This means that I need the support of my family to watch my children, and sometimes I need to hire a babysitter. It's totally worth the expense to have a happy husband and time with other adults. Throughout my experience as a consultant, I found that there are so many others out there that have similar situations as I did. I'm so very glad that I've given them a chance to make the changes in their lives that they were thinking only happens in their dreams. Dreams are great, but if you only dream, you'll never reach your goals. One thing that I've learned about recruiting is not just how to recruit, but why we recruit. It's all about having a giving heart and sharing the gift of our opportunity with everyone. It's so natural now for me to look at someone and instead of thinking, and of course judging, I wonder if she needs this, but to simply extend the invitation without even hesitating. And my team, they've also taken on this giving heart, and I could not be more proud of them. In fact, my new director, Lisa Stevenson, recruited her team in less than 60 days simply because she shared the business and invited everyone. Thank you, Kathy, for inviting me again and again and continuing to believe in me. Kathy Yellitz, I am so glad you asked and asked and asked.
Let's give Jamie another big round.